Hey, dromund clan folk, welcome to another war recap video. We have got some great attacks from this war that we had with this clan. Let's see, we're doing a war search right now, so we will look in our war log here. This war against Blood and Bone. It was just a great group effort. There were so many attacks, I'm going to try to show one attack from each person. First attack we're going to show here is from Heineken, and this is just a good example of a double jump spell go wipe. So he's got his golems down and creating a funnel there with the wizards, and then he's got the witches in the middle and two golems. He's got he's in Town Hall 10. He's got the level 4 P.E.K.K.A.s, and then he's got his first jump spell. So what you can see here, it actually kind of works out when the troops in a go wipe kind of spread themselves across the base versus all being packed in the same place. Because we can see here is like that Expo is targeting, the Expos are targeting things that are outside the core. And the Expos go down. And then the second jump spell is great because it gets the king and a P.E.K.K.A, I believe, into that top compartment. So at this point, he's got his king, a queen, and a P.E.K.K.A. It looks like, and a few witches and some wizards, and a golem, and they're able to get the 3-star in this base, which is a pretty sweet attack to get the 3-star on number 2. And there is a golem taking on the Teslas, which is just shows the value of golems. I know that golems, sometimes people in our clan have gotten frustrated with them or don't think they're powerful enough, but you see a golem, it's just that golem just hanging in there and tanking for that Tesla, and thanks to that golem, this queen is going to be able to wrap it up. If that golem's not there, the Tesla targets the queen, and that level 10 queen goes down pretty quickly. So nice job on the attack by Heineken, and that's it. So let's go to the next attack. And we got an attack here from Pono. I really like this attack because what he did was something really interesting here. He uses a dragon to take out a queen. So right there you can see this queen, and just perfect location because the dragon just is right on top of the queen. So boom, queen's down. That frees up a lot of things in terms of an attack. And then kill squad with witches, wizards. Does he have a jump spell? No, he doesn't need one because that compartment there where that Expo is located is open. So he doesn't really need a jump spell at this point. He's got 3 heal spells. The witches, the skellies are kind of spreading out. There's a lot of space for them to spread out. At this point, it's good timing because both the Expos are targeting the kill squad. Oh, one of the Expos turns around, and he puts down his first heal spell. Hogs are moving nicely through the base. The queen is still pretty much at full strength. Puts on the second heal spells. Good placement on the second heal spell to cover a giant bomb location there. And so at this point, the attack is looking pretty good. There's still a witch up. Queen is still full power. Queen is targeting the town hall along with a witch. I think at some point here, yeah, they just hit a bomb. But yep, there goes a bomb, and there go all the barbs. So the king triggers that with all his barbs, which is good because then the hogs don't have to run into it. So we're going to speed it up now because it's just cleanup. Pono's got the 3-star on number 3. So nice job there by Pono. Here's an attack from Tactician. And this was a pretty sweet attack because Tactician takes just does some great scouting in terms of identifying that this is a base that has a vulnerability here with the exposed with those air defenses all being in the center, and it's a really interesting use of hogs to take the hogs, send in the hogs at the same time to help out the golems. Sometimes that's something I've thought about doing, and I might do it with some of my air raids. And then he's got some witches, opens up the core, sends in his heroes, and puts in a heal. He's still got 8 hogs left. And here come the rest of the hogs. I think that's because the dragon, I'm assuming he wanted to send in the rest of those hogs after that dragon was done. So, wow. I mean, the hogs are running around. There's not many bomb placement locations, so the hogs are able to do a lot of damage. And 3 air defenses down, 4 air defenses down, and then those back end loons come in, and it's almost over. I'm going to speed it up once the last defense goes down. Man, what a beautiful raid! Nice job. So we're just going to speed this up here and move on to the next one. But nice job by Tactician of some creativity in scouting and attack design. Okay, that's another attack from Heineken, another attack from Tactician. I want to show one from each person. So we're going to show an attack here from Forek. This was the base that I was assigned to, and I 2-starred it because I screwed up on figuring out what to do on those walls on the bottom. So, good use of loons here to sort of get some point defenses out of the way. There was a point defense that was down there that kind of threw off my attack, so he gets some point defenses out. Gets a jump spell down. Probably a good idea to get that jump spell down right away. And gets those golems in there. The clan castle troops are pretty much focused on the golems at this point. Interesting timing of sending in the hogs because I probably would have waited, but I think time is such an enemy in these raids that if you know that the queen is going down and you got the clan castle troops accounted for, it's just a nice job of timing. So we're going to speed this up, but that's just a nice use of the jump spell and good use of loons there to clean up some defenses so the hogs don't have to travel as far. So Forek, nice job. Okay, here's the attack I did. This was my cleanup attack on this base. And so what you'll see here is that on this particular base, I used some minions to deal with those trash buildings down in the bottom because I was worried about my troops getting thrown off on that. So drop 3 minions down, and meanwhile I zap the air defense that's at 3 o'clock because I'm focusing here on these 2 air defenses and the queen with my kill squad. Because I figure if I take these 2 air defenses out, then there's 1 air defense left. And the balloon pathing looked good, and you'll see it worked out being pretty good. So I sent 3 golems. The reason I sent 3 golems here, and I think it's something I might do in the future, I sent 3 golems and I used 2 lava hounds. That's because there was only 1 air defense. But 3 golems just because there's a lot of density in the base, and the expos were targeted to ground, so I knew the expos were going to be targeting my troops, and I just figured, I want to get more out of this kill squad. And with 3 golems, I could do that. And that ended up working out okay, because that golem is doing a lot of tanking. That other golem kind of is a little late to the party, but it did its job. I sent in a jump spell there to get him over that wall. And air defense is down. First air defense is down. At this point, the queen's targeting that air defense. I know at that point that air defense is down, and then I'm sending in the hounds. So try to send him in at an angle to pick up as many air defenses as possible. I got the Teslas pulled and send in the loons. My queen is still up at this point while the loons are going down, although at this queen's going to go down pretty quickly. I put a rage spell on the balloons. And, fortunately here, I only sent in 2 hounds, but 1 hound is still alive when the loons converge on that last air defense. And at this point, the raid is over. This is a base that could have been hogged. It had a lot of density to it, so it could have been hogged, but I'm just more familiar with air raids right now, and I'm liking them. And, I held back a balloon and a goblin, which was a good call. I've got to keep remembering to hold back like a couple troops for cleanup, because the biggest enemy in these air raids is running out of time. That's pretty much the most frustrating thing when you run out of time on one of these raids after you've nuked everything. So got a hound up and some balloons and some pups. So that's that. And then I want to get to an attack by Outlaw here. So this is an interesting attack because it's a, with these dark spells, there are just so many variants of spells, spell combinations you can use now. And he's got he's going to do a Forek here. So he lures the, I must have missed something. He sent something in to lure the clan castle, which is a great idea on a hog raid. Got his kill squad in. Assuming he's going to drop his Forek pretty soon. He puts a heal spell on his golems, which is a good idea because if you've got balloons over your kill squad, they can take it out pretty quickly. So he's got, those P.E.K.K.A.s are pretty fickle. And but he's got the queen. Got pretty good penetration. The king and the P.E.K.K.A kind of go off to the side, but that's okay. Kind of a weird base design. It looks like somebody, Town Hall 8, who just threw some stuff out on the side, but he sends in the hogs. This is just a prime base for hogs. He's got some heal spells left. Meanwhile, he's got the P.E.K.K.A s up there doing some work in the core. So the P.E.K.K.A s are doing a nice job of tanking. Those are very tanky troops. And the hogs are working their way around. So we're just going to speed up just a little bit because this is just a solid raid here. There's 1 Tesla left, and he's got like 4 hogs. But nice attack by Outlaw using P.E.K.K.A s and a Forek and 3 heals. So nice job there. And let's see if we can show one more. Yep, we've got Shez, so we'll do this, and that'll be the last one we'll show here. So Shez has got, this will be interesting. He's got 4 heals. It's good to have some representation from the UK clan, the UK part of the clan here in this. So really interesting. The guys in the UK love giants. And here the giants go to good use. He's got a group of giants working its way around the base. He's got a dragon, which I'm assuming the dragon is kind of helping out with cleanup, kind of getting the trash buildings out of the way. Am I double? I gotta get that down to normal speed. So interesting group here. He's got giants, a P.E.K.K.A, and dragons, and they're making their way around the base. And to me, it looks like they basically must lap their way around this base, except at this point, interesting, the queen turns and starts taking out some stuff, which is good. So the queen is taking out some things, and it's interesting because you usually wouldn't design an attack where you would plan on your troops walking around the base. But in this case, it makes sense because that's pretty much where everything is. And as long as you've got enough stuff left in the tank to take out the stuff in the middle, you're okay. So let's see what happens here. So at this point, he's got the Pekka, the Queen, and the King, and they're going after these Teslas. It looks like he rages the King. Still got the Witch, and at this point, it's looking pretty good. I mean, that the Tesla, that's tricky because the Tesla's targeting the King, and he can't shoot back. But yeah, he's got archers. And that King is a full house, so he's going to tank those buildings while that Queen takes that other stuff out. And a nice job by Shez. This is kind of a vexing base design. So good job by everybody in this war. We just laid down some great attacks in this war. And we're looking forward to our next one, but hope everybody in DK is doing well. And this is Pete the King signing off.